is
Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and
Sweet as.
Wippa.
Happy Friday, guys. The weekend's here. Welcome to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast. You know what? The last couple of days we've dedicated this show to a little old drama series on Australian television by the name of Neighbours.
Farewell, Ramsay Street.
37 years. Some say 35 too long. I don't.
No.
I loved it.
No way. Every ep was a dream.
And then what's the other one we're doing?
I'm into pickup lines. Hey, have you tripped over a tree lately? No? Well, how about a root? That's one you could go with.
I reckon stick with the Neighbours gear. That's on the podcast.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
If you're heading out this weekend and you're looking to pick up, the top 3 pickup lines on Tinder have just been revealed. Thought they'd have a bit more punch to them. Coming in at number 3.
Yep.
You seem like my kind of girl.
Yeah.
I mean, throw in a drum roll if you want, Macca here.
There's a fair bit of
This is
confidence
big.
there, isn't there?
Hey, you seem like my kind of girl. And then they go, oh, what's your kind of girl?
Now, it can be quite cavalier, as in, like, you see a girl sculling a drink and you go, you seem like my kind of girl.
Yeah, line another one up your
Yeah.
mole. Let's drink together.
Okay. Mole is never going to get
No,
you there, but okay.
you're right. That's where you stumble. Coming in at number 2, very, very simple. Hey, trouble.
Oh, that's
Oh,
terrible.
come on, that's
isn't
so
that a bit
cheesy.
sleazy?
Yeah.
That is
Like, I mean, hey, trouble. What are you
Yeah.
expecting? Oh, why are you calling me trouble?
That is cheese.
Oh, I'm not trouble. You look like you might be. Oh, God, look at the banter that's going on.
Oh, so much.
Shut up and kiss me. Sorry,
Next.
I snapped again. The number 1 pickup line revealed, according to Tinder, is you look like my future wife.
I hate that.
Yeah, I think there's a level of confidence there. You can think that yourself.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
I mean,
no.
I've got a mate who just walks up and says, love to. And then she'll say, love to what? I don't know, buy you a drink, whatever you want to do. Want to catch up, want to go out for dinner?
not
Love
bad.
to.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind that one.
Write that down.
I only just realised that those 3 pickup lines were
I love this
disgraceful.
sport. It has been central to my life since I can remember. But as much as that,
Well, that's me saying that pickup line has been central to my life. I think that was Matt de Groot firing off a little something there on the happy trigger.
Matt.
Sorry.
That's okay,
Give
Matt.
Matt
You
great
relax.
chance,
the wrong
yeah.
button.
Hey, that's Mac is freaking out. Do you know what? Travel stress can take a hike.
With lots of fully refundable hotels, whatif.com has got you covered.
Just remember, booking cancellation windows apply.
So go and relax and book your next trip with confidence at whatif.com.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
I only just realised. With Fitzy and Wippa.
Yeah, we got some great tickets to give away today. One Republic, they're coming to Sydney live in concert. They're playing at the Aware Super Theatre on Saturday, 11th of March. You can head to livenation.com.au for tickets. Tickets go on sale today from 12 p.m. We've got tickets to that. We've got a bottle of double chin gin, and everyone that gets on the show, first class and 50k, mate.
Mate, it is all on this morning. Josh and Rosemeadow, welcome to the show. What have you only just realised, Josh?
The ancient Romans used to drop a bit of toast in their wine for good health, hence why they call it razor toast.
Raisin toast?
Raise a toast, like when you cheers at a wedding or whatever.
Lift the glass.
and you lift a glass, you raise a toast, because the ancient Romans used to drop toast in their wine for good health.
Yeah, but I thought raise...
You raise your glass when you make a toast.
Yeah, raise a toast, and
because
toast was in the wine.
Why would they put the toast in the wine?
For good health.
For good health. Interesting. Now, can anyone explain why you need the tiny piece of bread that when you go to church, you know, when you get down on your knees
Yes,
at the
that's
end?
supposed to represent the body, isn't
The body,
it, of
is it?
Christ,
Right.
and then the wine is the blood.
Okay, and the wine is the blood. Which now, what do? You have a little crack. It's only a little crack in a
It's a
piece of
cracker,
water, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little bit of smoked
Well,
salmon.
I'd be keen for some bread and
A
wine.
little bit of a dip.
I wonder if that's associated to what Josh is saying.
Well, I mean, there was a story that the term cheers, or the reason that you would do cheers, is in case I'd bought you a drink and says you were worried that I may have put poison in it. So cheers, chinking the glasses together, part of my drink would spill into yours and yours would spill into mine, and therefore you knew your drink was safe to drink and I wasn't here to poison you.
That's pretty good.
I don't know about
Don't know about that.
That's a really good sound effect. Well
Tommy,
done,
the thing
Macca.
is,
Great
with
get.
the Romans and also the Egyptians, they had, what do you call it, where you, an area where you go and vomit after your meal? A vomitorium?
Really?
Yeah, because they
Now,
would
that's
clean...
the Orbitron at the
Oh,
show.
sorry. Because they would clean out their system, and they were also huge in enemas because they believed all disease started in the gut. So not only would they vomit after a huge feast, they would also do a bit of hose up the bum and clean out the system
That's terrible.
and have an enema.
You've got to be Roman then, don't you?
Why is that, mate?
Because you can't stop eating it.
Yeah, but I would
at
never,
restaurants.
vomit up a $120 steak.
I did
would
catch you in a cubicle doing an enema once,
Huh?
which
That was
weird.
really different.
Michelle in Cronulla, what have you only just realised?
Hi, guys. So my 14-year-old daughter, she told me that the meaning saved by the bell came from the fact that when they used to bury people back in the day, there was a little bell in the coffin and they were able to ring it if they were still alive because they didn't know whether or not people were in a coma or in fact dead.
It's, you know what, it's a lot of effort. When you think about it, I heard about this as well, but it's a lot of effort to set up that little bell down to the grave, isn't it? For the person that works at the cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, to put up...
God, how excruciating would it be to set up that little piece
bell,
of strings
yeah.
there with the bell?
And does the bell...
Just in case they're alive.
TV.
No, but does it have to... You thought it was a TV show with Screech or whatever his name was? Saved by
Saved
the
by
Bell.
the bell.
And did you think... I mean, is the line attached to the finger?
You would think so, yes.
Into the
so you
coffin?
move your finger.
I mean, fun to nick in there at night and ring the bell, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and then no one knows.
Dig him up, got your beauty, still dead.
Great stitch up.
Really funny
good stitch
gear.
up. Jason in Padstow, what do you only just realised, Jace?
Hey guys, good morning.
Morning, Jace.
Morning, mate. So all odd numbers have an E in it.
All odd numbers have an E in it.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Wow. Up until forever, Jace?
Have to.
Forever and ever.
That is
Have to be.
unbelievable. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I guess, if you've got 1 to 11
Yeah.
and then you
Then
have
it's consistent.
teens, then... Yeah.
Wow.
That's more ease than...
Yep.
God, someone going to Stereosonic.
Oh, that is. Hey, Jace, this is like when we realised on the show that there was...
No, what was the...
40.
No, what was the letter that you don't get all the way up until a million or something? What was it? There was another one
Your
similar to
lips
that.
don't touch until you say million. Is that right?
Yeah, when you're counting. But there was one to do with 40 and a letter being in 4 and not 40. Oh,
Jace, that is a belter though. I like that.
I don't know. I've
Thanks,
been
mate.
drinking again.
Julia in Austral, what have you only just realised, Jules?
Hi guys, I just realised that cowboys shouldn't be called cowboys. They should be horse boys because they ride on horses.
It's quite interesting.
wrong.
Where's the cow part come from in a cowboy?
Don't they round up the cows?
That's true. Forgot about that.
They round up the cows. So there is
Hey!
there's logic in that, Julia.
Bring it in, horse boy.
Yeah.
Round them up, horse
They
boy.
ride a horse, but they round up the cows, so that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, if they were rounding up horses and riding a cow, then it might be different. But I do like where you're going there.
Vicky and Old Toon Gabby, what have you only just realised?
Morning, guys. You know the Olympic rings?
Yeah.
How they're all different colours, and there's sort of odd colours. There's black and there's like red and yellow. And I only just worked out the other day that, because I read it somewhere, that all those colours of the rings actually represent all the different flags of around the world.
So every single colour is represented in the rings.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So every colour.
Wait up. So,
Pinnacle.
I mean, there's what are the colours? There's got to be colours that aren't involved in the
like
rings.
a purple or a...
Yeah, that
I
are
just
in.
thought they were all prime colours.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean,
So, and then you can make any colour out
does
of it.
any country have purple in their flag? I mean, it's
Yes.
out there.
Yes, they would.
Yes, Queen.
I can see it in my head.
Says is one of the great flag queens of the modern day.
Yeah, Dominica and
Dominica.
Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua. They've gone with
Tommy,
purple, have
that's
they?
Yeah.
That's
My
a tough
favourite.
one.
That
I
is
wouldn't have handled that.
Nicaragua. then Nico Hamburg, you know what I mean?
Okay, mate.
Oh, my
Culturally
gosh.
sensitive, fun flag jokes.
I think we've got a clear winner today, Sarah.
Says is still Googling purple
for it.
flags.
It's got to be Jason and Padstow. All odd numbers have an E in them.
Alrighty, Jason.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Don't know how to react to this one. I'm not sure if anybody can relate. The corner store I go down to, Sam and Talal, gee, they do a good wrap down there. I know that much. Falafel. You know what else they do? The hummus dip. You like hummus?
Good plug.
Didn't even say the name of the store. Do you like hummus?
Yes, love hummus.
My wife eats it by the bucket load. Just dips in carrot,
Chickpea, is it?
Yeah,
chickpea.
chickpea. Yeah.
Anyway, Talal keeps saying to me, I've got an offer for you. I have an offer for you, and I think you should take it up for me, on me. So I recorded when I walked into the store the other day.
Don't
Have a
travel
listen.
overseas with that, please.
Have a listen. Talal! How are you, buddy?
Where I'm gonna give you a haircut.
You honestly think you can give me a haircut?
I will give you the best haircut ever, even better than any hairdresser in here.
So better than the wraps you do here, better than the falafel.
Of course.
You think you could do a great haircut?
I will do it, and people they will judge.
Really?
People they will judge it.
They would love it?
They will say, who gave you the haircut? I'm gonna tell me who's that, and I'm coming right now to his place to give me a haircut.
Wow, so you could come and get your avocados, your apples.
And a haircut.
And a haircut.
Of course.
All right, leave it with me. Thank you, mate. It's a very kind offer.
No problemo.
Should I trust Talal with a haircut?
Of course you should.
He said, let me know, give me a day, I'll bring the tools in, we'll sit out the back, have a shisha pipe, and I'll cut your hair.
That's great. I love businesses with multiple, where they just do multiple things there.
We could throw it out there too, Tommy. 13 24 10. What's your job? But do you also cut hair on the sides?
Good.
Like, is there a truck driver, but in his downtime he's doing a short back and sides? I mean, he does a great rap, but should I trust Talal? I mean, Talal has a big beard, and he has one of those very short fringes at the front that goes around, like a very shallow...
a friar tuck.
Yeah, like a shallow bowl, that kind of thing. He could spike it if he wanted, and it'd still look good, but I don't know if he's just going to cut my hair like his hair.
Please.
And then the next thing you know, I walk in and
Please do it.
I'm looking like quite the egghead.
Has he done a course? Has he been to TAFE and done an apprenticeship?
He says he's cut plenty of hair.
Yeah.
He's got kids, though, and I assume that's what he's talking about. Maybe in COVID times, Talal did a few fringes.
Men's hair seems easy.
Does it, mate?
Yeah, I've done the kids a few times. They look awesome.
PJ does the boys as well.
Does she really?
Yeah.
How does she do it? Bowl
With
on the
some
head?
scissors,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
pretty sure.
She doesn't chew off the hair.
Does she shave it?
No, she
Clippers?
does shave. Yeah, we've got clippers at home.
Oh, do you?
I use the clippers.
See, I'm not brave enough to do clippers. But if you cut up and down rather than across, apparently that's the trick.
Right. So, I mean, Tommy, Jenny is still doing your hair.
Yeah, she pops over about every 6
Which
weeks.
is amazing.
She's been arrested for crimes.
She's been immobile for 17 years.
Well, she's been dead for half of those years.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Dead due to haircuts, Tom.
Oh, Jenny
It's
Scissorhands.
unbelievable.
Says, would you back...
He's only got one arm, too.
Would you back someone that you might not trust as a hairdresser just to have free reign on your head?
Totally. Because it's going to grow back. Like, it's not the end of the world
Well,
if they bugger it up.
If Wippa's going to get his hair cut from halal, why don't you put your hand up as well?
It's halal. It's not halal. The food might be halal, but his name is Talal.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
The boys got their half-yearly report cards from school yesterday.
How'd they go?
They went really well.
Good.
I was surprised because I'm always nervous when they come home with their report cards. For me, I was an anxiety. I was a nervous wreck because if I got bad grades, Dad would be. I can remember because Dad was a sparky and he would get home around about 5, 6 o'clock every night, and he'd be so tired from work, and there would always be a moment where Mum would go, Mick, can you come in here? I need to have a chat to you.
Oh, no. Ryan's report card's in.
You would know. I remember. So what I want to talk about today is report rewards. What was the incentive that your parents gave you to get good grades at school?
Yeah, right.
13, 24, 10. Well, here's an incentive. Anyone that gets on air, first class 50K. But there was a hot foot BMX. Wasn't a Haro, wasn't a Redliner, wasn't a Diamondback, but it was a hot foot BMX.
My favourite.
And Dad was like, well, I'm not going to get that for your birthday. It's too expensive. It was only around about $80. But he said, if you get good grades for the year, you get the hot foot BMX at the end of the year, Sarah.
Yeah.
And I nailed it.
What was good grades?
Awesome.
Well, it was...
Anything B up?
Well, it was, I remember I got 3 A's, which was, I think, the best report card I ever got. And you could always... What I loved about you could always pencil in PE. Like, you could always pencil in an A
Not
for
if
PE.
you were whips.
No, but, even if your marks were down, you could still kick one from 50, you know what I mean? Dad, be proud of me.
Well, so the boys, they came home. I mean, Lenny's not really getting grades yet in primary school, but he's doing really, really well. So the boys, so the tradition that we have now, if you come home with good grades, you get to choose the restaurant of your choice.
Okay.
Anyone want to have a guess? It's amazing when you say to a kid, you can go anywhere you want in Sydney, any restaurant at all. What do you reckon they're picking?
Well, they're not going to know restaurants,
Hooters?
are they?
No,
Sizzler.
No, they've already been there. No, Sizzler's not
Is it
around
fast
anymore.
food?
It's fast food. Of
KFC.
course it is. KFC straight
Bang, there
away,
it is.
sir. Straight away.
How was it?
It's actually really good for me because it's a cheap night out.
Yeah, but it's great food too. I love a bit of KFC. That's good. Like, it's nice to have a reward. My parents were always a bit caught out because I certainly wasn't an academic student. But I'll never forget, Dad said, I don't care what the mark is, because you had a mark for your effort and then you had a mark for your result. He said, if the effort is up there and the result isn't, I don't care. I'm not interested in the result. I need to see the effort. So when I came home with an A for effort and an E for achievement in Indonesian, Dad didn't care. Selamat pagi, boo. I could still do 10 green bottles. Tommy, you knew that one as well. Sepuluh botol hijau di atas
But hang on, an E is still a pass, isn't it? Because it's not an F.
No, it's a stinker of a mark, says.
Yeah.
No,
no, they don't have Fs anymore.
F didn't exactly equal fail. It was just the lowest of the grade.
So you know,
it wasn't A for awesome, B for brilliant,
Well, that's
C for
misleading.
catapult.
Do you know, the interesting one that I found yesterday as well, Sarah, is Huey's high school report, right? What they do is they tell you how many kids are in that grade, how many kids got A's, how many kids got B's,
The
how many...
scaling.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you can see where your kid's placed in the grade.
Do you need that?
And you're
Well,
like,
I think it's because that's how the HSC is. That it's scaling, isn't
It's
it?
feeling a bit old school.
Connie's giving us a call from the Shire. How are you are you rewarding the kids at the moment, Connie?
Well, I did reward my children this way. My parents never did it for me because past that, they never thought of things like that because of ethnic background.
Yep.
And I'm much older. So what I used to do with my children, I said to them, if you do a really, really good report, I will take you anywhere you want to go for lunch.
Where do they go?
Really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? That's annoying. Stung you through the roof, Connie.
Nobu. How do you know about Nobu? That is ridiculous. Callie's giving us a call from Mount Enum. What was your reward for good grades?
So I got takeout.
A takeout.
Okay,
Yeah, so
nice one.
You know,
It
it's
was
a good...
very rare when we were growing up, so we were lucky to get that.
Jeez, it's a big night out, isn't it? I mean, it is. It's a tradition when they get to choose. Because I didn't realise how much it means to them when you say to a kid, you get to choose wherever you want to eat tonight.
Especially when it's last minute as well. Like, it's a surprise. Kids are going to love that.
Lisa in Chatswood. Let's talk about Chatswood. Chatswood, what are you rewarded with good grades?
Oh, so I got $10 per A
That's good.
and a $100 bonus if I got straight A's.
Oh, okay. You've got a bonus package built in there. That's pretty handy,
I mean,
Lisa.
that's a big year of study, Lise. Did you ever get the extra 100 bonus?
I never did because I never got the A in gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Unachievable bonuses.
It was unachievable.
Good on you, Lise.
Daniela from Concord. What does your son get? What does he get if he gets good grades?
Well, my son's half yearly wasn't great, so I said to him, if you get a much better report at the end of the year, I'll give you anything you want. And he thought about it for a couple of days and decided on a mullet.
And how do you feel about that? You were hoping for $1,000, weren't you, Daniela?
I was hoping for something else a lot easier, but now I have regular appointments with a hairdresser.
Daniela,
he can have a mullet.
You have to honour that. You have to honour that. If he gets good grades...
I will, I promise.
Isn't it amazing how the mullet's come full circle?
Yeah, it has. It's back. Better than the rat's tail.
Well,
I had a maths... I had a maths tutor. And she had a great mate at CUB. And I would get a slab of Crown Lager if I improved on each test. And I would have these tests weekly. So at one stage, she bought around 7 slabs of beer. And Mum and Dad were like, what's going on here?
How old were you?
Probably year 11.
Right.
So I would just have these cartons. I would have these cartons and cartons of grog. Mum and Dad were like, what's going on here? But it was working.
But your maths was...
It's through the roof, mate. If you give a kid what they really want, like the mullet with Daniela, the kids will improve in their grades.
I agree. There's probably going to be therapists and counsellors out there saying this is the wrong way to go about it.
It's the right way to go about it. It's never any question.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Talking to someone with a voice and an amazing talent, Michael Jackson.
Oh, where do I start?
Oh, no, well, you're not going to start anywhere.
What do you mean?
I mean, the guy, well, a few indiscretions. But you know what? His voice is so unique, and obviously the way that he danced. Have you got a bit of his isolated vocal there, Macca? This is my MJ.
I'm keeping you satisfied, 'cause you're the one for me, the way you're making me feel.
Very high voice. Since then, who would you say is very similar to Michael
Bruno
Jackson?
Mars.
Well,
Timberlake.
Timberlake's up there.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, Bruno Mars
Fair
was
call.
a huge Michael Jackson fan, so was The Weeknd.
How's this guy, right? He's just a normal dude. He busks every now and then over in America. Now, I'm not going to play you the video because I want you to picture what he looks like, okay? And his mates, this is out the front of a 7-Eleven in America, and his mates go, well, we'll click you in, and you just start with your voice. This is not Michael Jackson. Have a listen to this guy.
Take it, me, baby, and tell me twice that you're the one for me, the way you're making me feel.
Oh, yeah.
It's just his mates.
So he looks like Michael Jackson?
Jess, can you put him up on the screen when you're ready?
Wow.
How good is that? I mean, what do you picture a guy like that?
He looks exactly like Michael Jackson.
Well, that's the thing.
Oh.
That's him there.
Yeah.
He looks more like The Weeknd.
He's got a trucker hat on. He's got a huge beard. He's a bit overweight.
Who would he look like? CeeLo Green?
Well,
yes.
He would. But how good is that to know? And he's just hanging out with his mates. It's a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
Look.
yeah, he's been there a couple of times. You know, what's interesting too, because Michael Jackson, if you think about it, the moonwalk that everybody fell in love with, it was Motown 25-year anniversary. And that was the first time that he performed the moonwalk live on stage. So no one had seen it. And he got the moonwalk and some of his
You were asked not to contribute a story, so you've thought of the most boring one in your back catalogue.
Do you know, it's amazing that, I mean, you can remember, that guy's voice is very similar to Michael Jackson's. Remember we found the guy in Indonesia who looked exactly like Michael Jackson. Remember this guy?
Hello, Saudi Cat, Ni Hao, to all Michael Jackson fans.
What?
Come and watch me perform.
That guy, remember he had all that plastic surgery and he looked exactly like him?
No, he had hand, foot and mouth. That was the issue.
No, it wasn't.
No, that wasn't. Because he struggled a little bit as an impersonator, didn't he?
No, he was unbelievable.
Was he?
He was the closest likeness to Michael Jackson than anyone.
Better than you'd see on Hollywood Boulevard.
It's unbelievable. That guy's voice.
Well, let's get Jason Jackson on the show. What does he think? Big shout out to Jason Jackson.
Love that man.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Lights, camera, clarity.
Ooh, Sarah.
The top trending stories in entertainment this morning. Beyonce has been accused of theft by Khalees. Remember Khalees? She did quite a
Milkshake,
song.
yes.
Yeah, Milkshake as well, but Trick Me was one of her big ones.
Good song.
Yeah.
Khalees.
So one of Beyonce's songs, which I don't actually have for you because it was one of the ones that was leaked, but we've been asked respectfully not to play them, so we won't. Energy is the song anyway. It samples Khalees's song Get Along With You, and Khalees has got on social media and said, I didn't approve this. I wasn't asked. Beyonce's team, she said, they created and cleared the track, engaging in shady practices. She wasn't notified of the album announcement or her inclusion in it. Anyway, Beyonce's not responded.
Well, Khalees needs to call Beyonce and say, hey, there needs to be a beer in it for all of us.
Well, remember Break My Soul? We said it sounded like Robin S.'s song, Show Me Love. You got to show me love.
A little bit. I can see how that one's a bit more of a grey area. If this actually samples some of her song,
completely,
though, like that's an actual take. It's not even a near miss. Beyonce yet to respond, but has announced that there are 2 more albums to follow this one.
2 more albums?
2 more albums.
As in a three-album deal? Or that she's got enough songs?
No, she doesn't do deals.
She doesn't do deals, does she?
She just releases when she wants.
She's gone a bit Ed Sheeran, hasn't she? Doing 3 albums at once.
Do what
anyway,
you want.
It should be fun. Wait and see. Guys, drama at a Dua Lipa concert overnight. So this was in Toronto, and a fan has snuck fireworks into the venue.
Oh, my God.
Lit them partway through a song up the back and just started throwing them. So, police are investigating. Several people have been injured. No one needed to be hospitalised, thankfully. But obviously people trying to figure out how they got the fireworks in there and then were able to set them off without
Because you would think it was part of the show. If you're in the crowd, you'd be going, oh my God, she's done some more pyrotechnics.
Unless you're sitting next to the guy who bends over and lights them and tosses them.
There's
But
one coming at your head.
Finally, Brad Pitt, this is cute. Turns out he's a massive fan of British reality TV. He was asked during an interview what his favourite show of all time, anything at the moment, to binge on. Have a listen to what he said.
If we're going that route, I'm going the Great Pottery Throwdown.
Oh, the Great Pottery Bride! Oh, we never talked about this.
Seen every season.
Oh my God, he cries every time, and it's fun. It's
beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
He's
but I'm
so
like,
beautiful.
he is unhinged.
Great Pottery Throwdown.
He just brought a $57 million house to overlooking the California coastline. Did you
Saw
see
that.
It's like an old castle.
Yeah, it's like a
kind of
Spanish
thing.
Beautiful.
With all the stone and the rock.
Crazy.
I mean, those shows are addictive. Have you seen the glass blowing one?
No.
Like the art behind blowing glass is extraordinary.
Be careful when you Google
very
that.
careful.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast. 2 people enter. Only one leaves.
Let's turn up the heat. And we're on.
60 seconds. On the clock. It's time to play. Last man standing.
And let's get the party started.
Get your hands on Fix'ems. Only at Woolworths. Featuring Disney, Pixar, Marvel and Star Wars characters. Swap them, stick them, reuse them.
Yeah, today's the day you want to get involved. Geez, an Apple MacBook Pro, thanks to Disney, $1,000 cash. Monica in Seven Hills, you've got a staycation booked this weekend, have you?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm a relatively new mum, so we're going away on our first little family getaway to somewhere local in the city.
Congratulations, Mon. Where are you staying?
We're staying in Potts Point, a place called Lamont, Sydney.
Oh, that is going to be beautiful. Well done, enjoy.
The sun will be out, you'll have a beautiful weekend, Mon. You're up against Nikki and Como, though.
Who are you trying to win the MacBook Pro for?
Oh, I'm trying to win my MacBook Pro for my mum.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's great.
What mum loves
She
it.
really needs a new one. Her one just died.
Right,
there
she's
you go.
on OnlyFans, is she,
No,
Nikki?
she's not.
No,
She's not. She's in the next season of Married at First Sight. Monica, you are going first. You get one wrong, power goes over to Nikki. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds, wow, gets that amazing prize. Monica, your 60 seconds, it starts now. Miley Cyrus is the daughter of which famous singer?
Pass.
Oh, it's Billy Ray Cyrus. Over to Nikki. Nikki, what number does a baker's dozen represent?
13.
13 is correct. True or false? Zoophobia is the fear of animals.
True.
That is true, yes. What's the name of Beyonce's new album which was leaked?
Pass.
It's Renaissance. Over to Monica. Monica, last night's Neighbours finale put an end to how many years were they on air?
About 50.
No, it was 37. Back to Nikki. In which famous hotel was the Singapore sling invented?
Oh, I know this one.
Too long,
No,
sorry.
too
Nick.
long. Raffles. Back to Monica. Which direction does the sun rise from, Monica?
The north.
No, it's the east. Over to Nikki. Which Elvis song did Wippa recently perform for the Nova Star?
Nikki, you've got it!
Are you joking?
Congratulations, Nick. You've got $1,000 cash to spend at Woolworths, and you've got the Apple MacBook Pro.
No way. I can't believe it. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness, I'm crying.
Perfect for Friday, and your mum's going to love that laptop.
Oh, my mum is going to cry too. I'm shaking.
I
Thank
love
you
that.
so much, guys. Oh my goodness, thank you.
No worries, there were some tough ones in there today.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
There is a large box in the room.
Collect from Ed Sheeran.
It is a giant member. How good's a big member? Ed Sheeran knows that. He is an artist, Ed Sheeran. He sent 2 giant members, private members. They are tall, they are proud, they are made of marble. And this time next week, it's Friday, guys. It's only a week away. We're going to be... Sorry, I've got something in my eye. We're going to be hitting the road. That's not what you think.
It's your finger.
No, it's not. And what we're going to be doing is taking these members out to wherever they want to go. I mean, we spoke to Ben from 1-800-PROMO this morning. He's working on the presentation. We need lights, we need smoke, we need sides that fall down and music that plays as we enter the room with one of these members. And 132410, call the show right now if you'd like. Do you want us to drop in? What event have you got on? We're going to turn up to as many events next Friday as possible so we can give Sydney a chance to have a look at these in person. They're just huge, and they're very proud. Kev from Brighton Le Sands, welcome to the show, Kev. You've got
G'day, lads. How you going?
Good, buddy. You've got an event you'd like us to turn up to?
Yeah, fantastic. We've got a golf day going on. We've got the Banksia Hotel versus the Miranda Hotel golf day.
Oh, that's
once a year.
That's going to
be a great idea if you guys would come down. We've got plenty of fill-ins. We haven't got any members though.
Oh, Kevin, that is going to be loose, isn't it? Is that a big day?
It's a huge day. We usually tee off around about 9 o'clock, and that goes till about 1.
All right.
And then we're back to the pub for the presentation and a couple of schooners.
All right, so if we turned up to the pub or the club room sort of 1:30 to 2, wheeling in a giant member, you reckon that would be a crowd pleaser?
That would be an absolute crowd pleaser, I'm telling you. And if you're down there, we might even get you to call the meat raffle as well.
Why not, mate?
Good idea. Maybe we could. I don't know if someone on the green on the 18th or something could use it as a putt. Could you putt with it? You reckon, Matty DeGroot?
I mean, you couldn't putt any worse than most people do. What course do you play at, Kev?
Bardwell Valley Golf Course.
Okay. All right. You might be able to hit a ball off the top of it if you're very careful.
That's not bad.
I'll give it a crack.
You'll give it a crack.
Kev will have a crack at anything.
Kev. And the other highlight too, Kev, is the back half of Matt DeGroot's head is going to be painted yellow because it looks identical to the member itself, which is so exciting.
Just don't indulge this rubbish.
We have to give the people what they want.
No one's asking for it.
Tommy, we got an email, didn't we? Suggesting that Matt DeGroot's head should be painted yellow.
Oh, we did get an email. I wrote it. But,
yeah. I'll get 2 emails saying, don't worry, and we've won.
And as a bit of an added bonus too, how's this? If we come to see you, there's a good chance, Tommy, and this was your job.
Yeah.
You could lock in some Ed Sheeran concert tickets.
Yeah, you
right?
bet.
So we turn up to see Kev.
Not confirmed.
Him and all the guys get a photo. Not confirmed. And then they get tickets as well.
Yeah, well, today, guys, I can confirm that we've got the Ed Sheeran tickets. Play that sound effect. Yeah.
Well done on your last day, mate. That's
So,
right,
Tommy,
Miss you guys.
next one would be meet and greet.
Oh, you don't want that, mate, Fitz. I think that's a great idea.
Hey, Big Moe's called through from Rockdale, friend of the show, Big Moe. How are you, buddy?
Hello, guys. How are we going?
Honour to have you on the show.
How's the kebab neck tattoo going, Moe? Good?
Yeah, still there. Can't rub it off.
Moe, how much, percentage-wise, of your body do you reckon is covered in tats now?
90%.
Okay.
And you were saying before that Wippa's, the local guy from his milk bar, is going to cut his hair. Now, Moe, you sent me a text message. What did it say?
Every Arab is born to cut hair and build homes.
Really? So I should trust Talal to cut my hair at the corner store?
Trust him with your life.
All right. We're going to have a shisha pipe and then he's going to hit my head with some scissors. So,
there you go.
Moe, what can you offer with Ed Sheeran's private member?
All right, boys. I don't usually do this for anyone, but I'm offering an private security guard, which will be myself, to protect and serve this member. And no one will even come any close to you guys at all without me being present.
Wow, that's
My motto is, the harder the job, the harder the excitement.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Or is there?
Moe, how tall are you?
Okay, I'm 196 centimetres, so 6'4".
Yeah.
Awesome.
You don't want to mess with Moe.
You don't want to mess with Moe. So if anybody tries
I've got to protect this thing with all my life, guys. Don't worry, we've got this.
Actually, Moe put up, if you want to go see Moe and what he looks like, he's in the Blacktown film clip that we did for the parody. He is on there, who he's just posted as well. All right, so you want to come around with a member?
Yes, I'm there to protect.
I love that. Moe, here's a question, though. You would have seen the movie The Bodyguard. Now, if there was a girl that was diving at the member, would you dive in front of the member to stop the girl getting to it?
I'll do whatever it takes to protect that member.
Well done, son. Well done. That's what we need.
It's in your hands, Moe.
All right, if you've got an event, if there's anything next Friday that you would like us to visit, go to the Fitzy and Wippa Instagram account and you can DM us there and we'll try to get back to you as quick as we can.
Love it.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Guys, special one during the week. We met a family that were doing it pretty tough. Jordan Stockman is his name, and his mum came into the studio as well. Her name is Ahuati. Now, 11 months ago, Jordan was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a very rare type of bone cancer. And this was just before his 25th birthday. And 5 weeks after this, if you heard our story, Jordan's mum was diagnosed with an advanced stage pancreatic cancer. That's
crazy.
But we got to learn more about this story and help them out a little bit when they joined us in the studio.
He's young and so full of life. To see it being cut so short with a diagnosis like that, I just felt it was unreal.
We've got you back. We've got $25,000 to give you today in helping trying to find something more permanent, a home for you and the family, and help cover any medical bills that might be coming through. And
Thank you.
it's the least we can do.
But honestly, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we were in a very lucky position to help out with $25,000. But what we also did, and the point why we want to update this story this morning, is we put a shout out to the GoFundMe page. And since then, we have had more than $20,000 that has been donated from people that have heard the story and shared the story and wanted to make a change and give these guys a bit of help and a break in life. So we want to say thank you to everybody
Well done, Sydney.
that saw the story, whether it was on our social media or also listening to the Fitzy and Wippa show, but they put their hand in their own pocket to help this family out. So we say thank you so much.
I mean, just the amount of people, just even $50,
Yeah.
there was quite a few hundreds as well. And we know, it's tough at the moment with inflation. So everyone who dug deep, that is an amazing effort, and you've made a difference. That's
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
have. And the link is still up in our bio now. If you go to the Fitzy and Wippa Instagram page, you can click on that link. It'll take you to the GoFundMe page. And the full story is also on our Instagram page. Make sure you get across it and help out if you can.
The Fitzy and Wippa Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.